Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Virtual Community Recognition Awards. Now, this year, we're doing things a bit differently. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we're bringing this ceremony virtually to you in your own home. Now, we recognize the importance of the volunteers in our community, and we could not miss this opportunity to show our gratitude. As we know, it is the people and their contributions that make a community special, in particular the volunteers, who are the heart and soul of our community. Tonight, we are here to celebrate the countless contributions that volunteers have made in keeping Aurora the vibrant and incredible community it continues to be. Now, at this time, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the members of Council who are joining us virtually this evening. Councillor Harold Kim, Councillor Wendy Gardner, Councillor Sandra Humphreys, Councillor Michael Thompson, Councillor Rachel Gilliland, and Councillor John Gallo. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the dedicated committee members who have worked very hard to ensure that this ceremony tonight was possible. The committee members include the Chair, Aaron Sorencia, Co-Chair, Brian North, Diane Buchanan, Paul Martin, Elaine Martini, and Joanne Spitzer. Now, what a challenging task this selection committee had given the caliber of nominations for each of the categories this year. The in-depth and emotional descriptions of the nominees' contributions and the stories that we received about each of our recipients were truly inspiring. It's a privilege to recognize their valued community contributions. And finally, I'd like to thank our generous sponsor, Print Graphics, for their continuous support. Now, we're all very familiar that in Aurora, you're in good company. But this is only possible because of the exceptionally close-knit community we have, which is comprised of remarkable individuals. And I'd like to say thank you to those that took the time to nominate these volunteers. Now, we all know they don't volunteer to be recognized, but it's special when it happens. So thank you to everyone that nominated these important people. Without our volunteers, our community wouldn't have the sports organizations, community events, engaging arts and cultural activities that contribute to making Aurora, in my opinion, one of the best communities in all of Canada. Now, we all know the saying, life is short, and that is because time is one of our most precious resources. Volunteers bring their talents, skills, passion, enthusiasm, experience, and leadership skills, but it is their time that they give. And every time you choose to volunteer, you give up your time to visit with friends and family and to do the normal everyday activities. Your choice to volunteer and give back to your community is incredibly selfless. So tonight, we celebrate the hard work and the heart that our volunteers bring to make Aurora incredible. Your unwavering ability to give your time and skills is inspirational, and I hope the example you set will encourage others to join you along this journey of making a difference. Now, as we begin our acknowledgements tonight, I would ask that you stand and join me as our 2019 Aurora Teen Idol, Nikita Ryu, leads us in the singing of O Canada. Thank you to Nikita. That was incredible. We begin tonight's recognition ceremony with the recipients of the Volunteer Service Awards, recognizing 20 or more years of service. Now, the recipients tonight represent a combined total of 285 years of service. That's really incredible. Now, when we asked for nominations, many public service groups came forward to recognize those who help run these indispensable community programs. The Optimist Club of Aurora would like to recognize Terry Sharon for more than 20 years of volunteer service with them. Now, Terry has been the president of the club twice, treasurer, and is a driving force behind the club's mobile kitchen. He has served a number of several years on the board of directors and has participated actively in many events and aspects of the club. Now, these include the Aurora Home Show Pub and Grill, the club's mobile kitchen featured at various community events around the town, the annual chess tournament, the annual beer tasting event, and the Minor Hockey Optimist Showcase Tournament. Now, Terry is always there, even in the rain and snow, and he always has a smile, volunteering for incredibly long hours to ensure what needs to be done gets done. The Optimist Club of Aurora is better today for having Terry for the last 20 years. Congratulations to Terry for your 20 years of dedicated volunteer service. The second Aurora Scouting Group would like to recognize Vic Metcalf for his 25 years of continuous volunteering. Now, Vic has held a variety of positions to the youth's benefit in the group. Currently, he is the group administrator. Vic is also the council group support scouter for the second Aurora Scouting Group and the first Northridge Scouting Group. He has supported other scouters in the second and also held the term as area commissioner for the South Lake Simcoe area that Aurora is involved with. The second Aurora Scouting Group is very grateful for Vic Metcalf's continued dedication for the past 25 years. Congratulations to Vic on your 25 years of dedicated volunteer service. The Optimist Club of Aurora would like to recognize John O'Hare for his 30 years of service to the club. Now, John has been an active member of the Optimist Club and has served the town's youth in many ways. He's been a member of the board of directors and has participated actively in the Aurora Home Show Pub and Grill, the club's mobile kitchen, the annual book sale, and the Minor Hockey Optimist Showcase Tournament. Congratulations to John for more than 30 years of dedicated volunteer service. Now, the Optimist Club of Aurora would like to recognize another volunteer that has been dedicating their time for more than 30 years, and that individual is John Thompson. John has been a past president and has served on the board of directors for a number of years. He was the motivating force behind the annual Soapbox Derby program. Now, John has actively participated in the Aurora Home Show Pub and Grill, the club's mobile kitchen, marshalling in all sorts of weather and circumstances with the annual Santa Under the Stars Parade, the Minor Hockey Optimist Showcase Tournament, and he has been instrumental with the Central Ontario Leadership Program. Congratulations to John for more than 30 years of dedicated volunteer service. And now I will be presenting the 35-year Volunteer Service Awards. The Optimist Club of Aurora has 4 outstanding volunteers whom have volunteered for more than 35 years individually. Alex Ansell has dedicated 35 years of continuous service to the club. Now, Alex is a charter member and founding member of the Optimist Club of Aurora and has been the president twice, as well as a member of the board of directors for a number of years. Currently, he is the secretary of the club. Now, if that wasn't impressive, I'm also humbled to share that he is a past governor of the Central Ontario District and the past vice president of Optimist International. Now, Alex is one of the huge contributors behind the annual Minor Hockey Optimist Showcase Tournament, as well as the club's mobile kitchen and the annual chess tournament. Now, I can't even recall a Santa Under the Stars Parade where I haven't seen Alex marshalling and making sure that all the participants are lined up correctly. He is also the chair of the Aurora Home Show Grill Committee. Congratulations to Alex Ansell for more than 35 years of dedicated volunteer service. Another Optimist Club of Aurora member celebrating their 35 years of service is Ken McIsaac. Ken is a charter member and founding member of the Optimist Club of Aurora and has been the president twice and has been a member of the board of directors for a number of years. Ken is also heavily involved with the annual book sale, the Aurora Home Show Pub and Grill, as well as the club's mobile kitchen, the annual chess tournament, and the Minor Hockey Optimist Showcase Tournament. Congratulations to Ken for more than 35 years of dedicated volunteer service. Now, another charter member and founding member of the Optimist Club being recognized for 35 years of service is Grant Perry. Grant has also been a president and secretary, as well as a member of the board of directors for a number of years. He has participated actively in the Aurora Home Show Pub and Grill, the club's mobile kitchen, the annual chess tournament, the Aurora Farmers Market, marshalling the Santa Under the Stars Parade, and dedicated assistance with the Minor Hockey Optimist Showcase Tournament. Congratulations to Grant for more than 35 years of dedicated volunteer service. Now, Rob Whitting has also dedicated his time to the Optimist Club for 35 years of service. Now, Rob was also a charter member and founding member of the Optimist Club of Aurora. Since the founding of the club, Rob has been president and a member of the board for many years. He was instrumental in resurrecting Opti Hockey, volunteered his time with the Optimists for the Aurora Home Show Pub and Grill, the Mobile Kitchen, at various events, and has dedicated marshal for the Santa Under the Stars Parade. Now, there hasn't been a Minor Hockey Optimist Showcase tournament that you haven't seen Rob helping out with, and he has been the chef extraordinaire at the annual club barbecue. Rob, congratulations for more than 35 years of dedicated volunteer service. Our next award category is the 40-Year Volunteer Service Award. 4 decades of volunteering, that's truly amazing. Now, the Big Brothers and Big Sisters of York would like to recognize Gary Kaczynska for more than 40 years of assistance. Now, Gary has served as a director, treasurer, and is currently the agency's board chair. Now, Gary is the first to step up with his wife Karen for shifts at the annual Magna Hoedown. He volunteers at the annual Bowl for Kids' Sake events every year and volunteers monthly at the Big Brothers, Big Sisters of York Community Bingo. Now, he has no hesitation taking on those late night shifts to ensure the financial strength of the agency continues to thrive, and he has demonstrated his true commitment over the course of his 40 years. First as a Big Brother, then as a member of various committees, and finally as a member of the board. Now, Gary is committed to playing a key role in ensuring Big Brothers, Big Sisters of York continues to serve young children in our community and has seen the agency through financially challenging times, and no doubt will see them through the coming months. Please join me in congratulating Gary on more than 40 years of volunteer service with Big Brothers, Big Sisters of York. The Youth Volunteer Award is presented to a citizen up to the age of 19 who, for their volunteer efforts, has made a significant contribution to the community by demonstrating their commitment to being a positive leader. Tonight, I'm proud to present the Youth Award to Carson Roy. Carson Roy is an exemplary youth that cares deeply about her community. She has accumulated more than 220 community service hours by contributing to a variety of programs and projects. She is a high-level athlete that spends a lot of time volunteering with various groups like the Special Needs Soccer Program and the Younger Panthers team. She has supported organizations like Me2We, Run for the Cure, and was one of the original members of the Country Days School Cares team. Now, this group is compiled of students and faculty members who organize school-wide food and non-food donation drives and deliver homemade lunches to the homeless. She served as a house captain for the Relay for Life fundraiser, where they raised $20,000, which ended up being 4 times their goal. Carson's volunteered as a student ambassador and tour guide for the Country Days School open houses, is a peer tutor, and often returns to her old elementary school, Regency Acres, to help younger students with reading and classroom activities. To say she's an engaged student is an understatement. Carson is a positive role model for young people and is the type of person who wants everyone to feel included. Now, the annual Terry Fox Run has been an event near and dear to Carson's heart. She wanted her school Country Day to feel inspired by the cause. So as a member of the Student Council, Carson reached out to the founding president and scientific director of the Terry Fox Research Institute to create a personalized video addressing her school. Now, Dr. Victor Ling happily agreed. And now Carson certainly tries to personalize and add value to all the projects she chooses to get involved with, and that was just one example. Now let's take a look at what drives Carson to volunteer for her community.
Hello everyone, and thank you. I wanted to express my gratitude in receiving this award, as it truly means a lot to me. Thank you so much to the town of Aurora for giving me a chance to volunteer within the community while bettering myself. Something else I would like to mention while I have the chance is that in my efforts to volunteer, it has always come from my sincere hope to make the community a more generous, genuine, and inclusive environment. Volunteering has taught me to trust the process, to reach out to those in need, to teach others, but not only to teach them, but to learn from them as well. And just before I conclude my thank you, I want to explain that volunteering has never been about the award given to me in the end or reaching the 40 hours of volunteer community service required to graduate. It has always meant that the process and lessons taught will carry a much greater value with me in the end. So thank you.
Carson spreads her sunshine and positivity wherever she goes. Not only is she a wonderful role model for young people, she reminds all generations that our hearts do not have a limit and that giving is an action that never runs dry. Congratulations, Carson. The Senior Volunteer Award is presented to a citizen above the age of 55 who, through their volunteer efforts, has made a significant contribution to the community and has demonstrated their commitment to being a positive leader today and in the future. Tonight, we present the Senior Volunteer Award to Gary Krasinska, who has been a huge asset to the Big Brother, Big Sister of York for the past 4 decades. Now, the organization's mentoring program matches children and young people with a uniquely suited role model to talk to and share common interests with. With the support of their volunteer mentors, children are able to increase their self-confidence, enhance social skills, and engage in new experiences within the community. Now, Gary currently sits as the agency's chair, and over the course of 40 years, Gary has changed many people's lives with his volunteerism. Now, Gary has seen the agency through some ups and downs, never losing faith in the cause and the work that they are doing. Now, let's hear from Gary why he loves to volunteer.
Hi, I'm Gary Krishka. I want to thank the Town of Aurora for honoring me with 40 years Volunteer Service Award and the Senior Volunteer Award. The reason for my volunteering is not for the recognition, although I have to admit it feels great. I've lived in Aurora for close to 40 years now and have volunteered in various capacities every year. I feel it's important to give back to a community where I have enjoyed living for so many years. Doing my small part hopefully helps in many ways. I'm sure my fellow volunteer nominees feel the same way. I congratulate them for their community support. Whether one volunteers for 40 years or even one day, it's important that we all give back any way we can. Our selfless actions are important in making our communities better places to live. Thank you.
Gary is a long-standing board member of the Big Brother, Big Sister of York agency, and without a doubt has been a valuable contributor to the cause. Congratulations, Gary. The Green Award is presented to an individual or organization that supports the protection, preservation, sustainability, or conservation of our natural environment. Now, this award celebrates those who share the town's commitment to creating a greener community. And tonight, we present the Green Award to Olivia Scott for her endless commitment to keeping Aurora a clean and beautiful place to live. Now, along with her family, Olivia regularly participates in the community-wide cleanups and green spaces around her home, and she encourages neighbors and community members to get involved and care for the natural environment around them. Olivia brings her passion for preserving nature to her school, where she implements her knowledge in everyday learning. Her example inspires other students, and they are more aware of recycling habits and use less single-use plastics. Now, when presented the chance to select a topic at school for her speech, Olivia chose to continue exploring green issues to share. Olivia wrote her school speech on plastic and garbage found in water and green spaces, and her speech was so impressive that she moved on to represent her class at a school-wide presentation. Now, I met Olivia last year when she came to me with her concerns about Aurora's garbage management methods. I invited her and her friends to come to Aurora Town Hall to discuss the matter more. I was pleasantly surprised by how passionate and dedicated Olivia was in making a difference in her community. At only 11 years old, she's demonstrated initiative and leadership. Here is Olivia now to discuss why she is passionate about the environment.
Everybody tries to recycle, but sometimes we do not know where that recycling ends up. On windy days, some recycling ends up on our streets or in green spaces. so I asked friends and family to help me clean up green spaces. I am doing this because it's a simple thing to do and a good way to spend time with friends and family. Another thing we could do is bring ideas to the mayor on how to try to prevent this from happening. Imagine how pretty our town could be if we picked up one single piece of garbage each day. Or better yet, if the town of Aurora came up with a solution on how to try to prevent this from happening. Thank you to the town for this award. I think that it'll encourage kids my age to do something they believe in.
Olivia understands that change can happen quicker with others that stand with her for greener good. She wishes to make Aurora a more environmentally friendly place and does this very successfully by inspiring others and advocating for what she believes in. Congratulations, Olivia, on receiving the Green Award. The Arts and Culture Award is inspired by the Johnsons family. Now, this award is presented to an individual or group that has enhanced our community through their support or promotion of culture, music, visual, performing, or the literary arts. Now, tonight we are happy to present the Arts and Culture Award to Theatre Aurora for their 6 decades of dedication in providing thought-provoking, hysterically funny, and beautifully crafted live theater for the community to engage with and enjoy. Now, Theatre Aurora is entirely compiled of volunteers that not only work on stage as actors, but also in other areas behind the curtain. Theatre Aurora has a youth program dedicated to educating young people in theater arts and providing opportunities to take on roles based on their interest and skill level. And Theatre Aurora is committed to fostering and sustaining a respectable space where theater lovers can thrive, learn, and grow together. Now, they have participated in numerous community events and programs like the Aurora Street Fair, York Pride Fest, Aurora's Multicultural Festival, Aurora's Farmers Market, and so much more in our community. The arts are vital in developing critical skills for life, and the theater enables participants to gain confidence, share opinions, and feel heard. And theater teaches all of us about empathy, cooperation, and how to communicate with others. Now let's take a moment to hear from Theatre Aurora.
Theatre Aurora first opened its doors in 1958 and has been delighting audiences with live performances ever since.
In our time, we have mounted 305 productions, over 3,000 performances, collaborated with over 36,000 volunteers, and hosted over 300,000 audience members.
Our work and contribution to the theatre community has been recognized by our peers many times, and we have nurtured future generations of artists through our immersive and practical youth training programs.
Like any long-standing cultural group, we have grown beyond the finite definition of our name.
Our space is sacred ground for artists, technicians, designers, volunteers, and audience alike to congregate and form family.
It is our pride to deliver relevant, moving, cutting-edge, and polished theater, and we've only just begun.
Not only do we entertain, but we strive to enrich the lives of all who enter our theater.
We are honored to receive the Arts and Culture Award from the town of Aurora. This recognition is held in high regard as it reflects our core values and inspires us for the future.
Theatre Aurora spreads inspiration, education, and entertainment for those who are friends of the theatre. Thank you for your continual artistic contributions to the vitality and culture of Aurora. Congratulations, Theatre Aurora, and all the volunteers who help support this wonderful organization. The Community Leadership Award is presented to an individual or organization that has significantly enhanced the town through their contribution, commitment, and leadership in the areas of charitable giving, civic engagement, community events, or community spirit. Now this year, we have 2 separate recipients of this award. The award is presented to Steve Falk and also to the Optimist Club of Aurora. Now Steve is a generous and caring individual who cares deeply about the well-being of his community members. He has served in many different roles at the Aurora United Church, and Steve was on their initial visioning committee that set out a plan for the Aurora United Church. He served as a leader with their stewardship committee, always bringing a breath of new life to engage the congregation members to share gifts. And he volunteers with the church's Rise and Shine community breakfast program and a youth group called Youthful Spirit. And he has also volunteered in a leadership position for the youth retreat at Kettleby Valley Camp. Now, Steve is a larger-than-life character with a caring and kind heart. He's a strong community leader, always there to lend a helping hand. And in 2012, Steve and his band, Soul Benefit, organized a fundraising dance for Round the Bend Farm in Kettleby after they had a fire. Now, the band is comprised of 12 to 14 amateur musicians with a mission to give charity through music. To date, it is estimated that Soul Benefit has raised over $2 million for charity over the past 20 years. Now, by example, Steve expects members to display generosity, kindness, loyalty, and commitment to each other, as well as the greater community. Steve and his band have done many other charity events to raise funds for worthy causes, like the Aurora Royal Canadian Legion's Raise the Roof campaign and the annual Remembrance Dinner. The Stephen Lewis Foundation, Puerto Rico Hurricane Relief, the Hillary House Black and White Ball, and many others in our community. Now, Steve is known throughout his community and always has Aurora's best interest at heart. Let's take a moment to hear from Steve, shall we?
I'm very grateful to the town of Aurora for this Community Leadership Award. We have a wonderful town here, and I found it so meaningful to be involved with community projects and organizations. The greatest perk of participating in community life is the opportunity to work with smart, talented, and engaged people. You know who you are, and you've probably innocently made eye contact with me, and I've roped you into some project. Thanks for saying yes. I want to thank my folks for setting a great example, my family for joining in and supporting us, and to the town of Aurora for its concern for making this a great place to live. And finally, I've always been impressed with the residents' concern for those outside our area who may need our help. One of our greatest qualities is that sense of our place in the wider world and how we can make a difference beyond the town's borders. Carry on.
By nature, Steve has influenced countless youth and adults he has met over his lifetime. His motto in life is to serve, to see where there is a need, and in some way to then fill that need. Congratulations to Steve on receiving the Community Leadership Award. Now, the Optimist Club of Aurora is another recipient of the Community Leadership Award. The Optimist Club of Aurora has been involved in youth activities, youth-oriented programs, and Town of Aurora activities for the last 35 years. Now, all the funds that they raise go directly back to the youth of Aurora. The club has sponsored many teams, events, and individuals over the years, and some of these include financial assistance to families to pay for their activities, and to families who've had sudden loss of life or property, and to help families with special needs child. Now, scholarships from the Optimist Club are presented each year to outstanding students at all Aurora high schools. In addition, the club sponsors one grade 10 student from each of the local high schools to attend the Central Ontario Leadership Seminar each year. Now, the club has supported the Senior Center Youth Carpentry Program and the Queen's York Rangers on their trip to Vimy Ridge. The Optimist Club is dedicated to making a difference for other organizations in Aurora. For example, they supported the Aurora Canadian Legion in their efforts to raise money for a new roof, and the club has contributed to the Holiday Heroes Toy Drive campaign organized by York Regional Police, and supports the Aurora Food Bank and the Staples Back to School program. The Optimist Club of Aurora continues to add new programs to their roster. For instance, they have supported the healthy snack programs at 3 different Aurora public schools, and they are also one of the sponsors of the robotics program at St. Max Colby Catholic High School and Aurora High. Let's take a moment now to hear from Brian Walsh and what the Optimist Club of Aurora loves about volunteering.
I'm Brian Walsh, President of the Aurora Optimist Club. It is an honor and a privilege this evening to receive on behalf of our membership the Community Leadership Award. This month also recognizes 35 years of service to our youth of Aurora. It's been appreciative to be recognized. We must continue to follow our motto, Friend of Youth. At this time more than ever, our youth and community need our help and support. We look forward to life returning to some form of normalcy when we shall have our food trailer out, our chess tournament, Santa Claus parade, marshalling, and seeing our fellow Aurorans. Congratulations this evening to fellow award winners. Take care, stay safe, be healthy. Thank you.
You know, the club has been innovative and has developed many different programs to meet the needs of the youth in Aurora. Almost all youth in the town of Aurora have at some point been positively affected by the efforts of the Optimist Club. Optimist Club of Aurora, congratulations, and all the volunteers for receiving the Community Leadership Award. The Good Neighbor Award is inspired by Frank Comenzilio and is presented to someone who embodies what it means to be a good neighbor. Now, this award recognizes and celebrates the simple acts of kindness and compassion that help create connected and vibrant neighborhoods. This year, we congratulate Sam Paputzis, who is an all-encompassing good neighbor. Now, Sam is a compassionate, kind, generous, and thoughtful person towards all of his neighbors. Sam helps his neighbors regularly by shoveling their driveways, mowing their lawns, and keeping an eye on things while they are away on holidays. But on top of this help, Sam provides his neighbors with unconditional and invaluable emotional support. For example, one of Sam's neighbors had surgery where they could not drive for a month, and Sam was there regularly at their doorstep to take them for a drive and to get a coffee. Now, Sam is a handyman, and where and if you need something fixed, or if your tire needs air, he'll just jump there and he'll lend a helping hand. Sam never expects any of his good deeds to be rewarded, as he is a genuinely kind-hearted, caring individual. Now, everyone should have a neighbor like Sam on their street. Congratulations, Sam, on receiving the Good Neighbor Award. The Community Safety Award is presented to an individual dedicated to the development, promotion, or support of an initiative that improves community safety. This award recognizes that safer communities only happen when individuals take action to make a difference. And this year, we are recognizing Luca Milla Naoff for his efforts and generosity in using his own 3D printer to make personal protective equipment for healthcare workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, when Luca was in grade 8, he built himself a 3D printer. Now in grade 11, Luca has been putting the machine to life-changing use. He's building 3D printed masks from polyacid to donate to long-term care facilities in Aurora. And over the March break, Luca learned about the shortages of PPE, so he readjusted his machine to print face shields in just 1 hour instead of 12 hours. Now, the masks are made of polymer synthesized from corn and are environmentally conscious material. It's renewable and will not have a large impact on the environment. Now, Luca analyzed the situation and thought to himself, how can I help? What can I do? And from there, he got busy with printing. And he has been sharing his production with Chartwell Aurora and Chartwell Hollingview Trail. So far, he has made 40 masks and is striving to make 100 in total. Let's hear from Luca now about how much he enjoys making our community a safer place.
Hello, my name is Luca Leonov, and I've been selected to receive the Community Safety Award. I'd like to thank my parents for helping me get the printing of face shields up and running as fast as possible and for supporting me in my endeavors. I'd also like to thank those who nominated me for this award, as it helps me inspire others to keep the community healthy and safe. I believe everyone should be doing what they can to provide support in light of this pandemic. Thank you, and stay safe.
Luca encourages other people that have 3D printers at home to visit the Print to Protect initiative online and see how they can help from home. Luca, congratulations for receiving the Community Safety Award. Well, the Good Business Award is presented to the business that has shown its commitment to corporate responsibility and community involvement through its ongoing support of charitable causes, events, and programs. Now, this year's Good Business Award is presented to Joe Anselmo of Aurora Harvey Swiss Chalet. Now, Joe has gone out of his way to contribute to the community in any way he or his restaurant can. And for the past 3 years, Harvey Swiss Chalet has provided 250 free meals to Welcoming Arms organization during the Christmas holiday and have raised over $15,000 for Owen Veloso during the Heart and Stroke campaign. Now, the restaurant is a huge supporter of recreational sports as they have sponsored soccer and baseball teams in Aurora, and they have also hosted hockey and soccer parties for teams for free, which include their food, drinks, decor, and the facility at no charge. Joe has not only contributed to the community, but also to local businesses. And in 2017, Joe started an initiative on Facebook called Aurora Restaurant News, where the group is dedicated to sharing updates and promotions from local restaurants in Aurora. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, Harvey's Swiss Chalet Aurora started to offer healthcare workers 50% off their meals, thanking them for all the hard work that they have been doing to keep our community safe. Now, Joe was involved with the Run for Schools program, where the restaurant helps provide lunches to students for a nominal fee. They also provide free lunches to students that don't have enough funds for food. So let's hear it for Joe on why he supports our community in countless ways.
Hello Aurora, my name is Joe Anselmo. I'm the local owner of the Swiss Chalet Harvey's here on Henderson Drive, locally owned and operated by my family since 1984. I'd like to say how privileged and honored I am for winning this Good Business Award in the community. We've been involved in the community through a lot of foundations when it comes to Heart and Stroke, Welcoming Arms, also with minor sports, involved with the youth, hockey, soccer, baseball. It's been my pleasure also to create an Aurora Restaurant News Facebook group to help out restaurateurs and members in the community join, discuss, share many things. The main thing is I've met a lot of people, a lot of friends, and I hope to continue that in this great community. Thank you once again.
Congratulations, Joe of Aurora Harvey Swiss Chalet, for receiving the Good Business Award. The Inclusivity Award is presented to an individual, group, or business which has contributed to making the town of Aurora a more accessible and inclusive place to live, work, and play for all people. Now this year, the Inclusivity Award is presented to Lisa Leone, School Principal of Regency Acres Public School. Now Lisa has dedicated her work to create an equitable and inclusive school for students and their families by reaching young people and by teaching them about respect, inclusivity, and kindness. Now Lisa has achieved the ultimate goal of making Aurora a better place to live and grow for generations to come. Lisa recognizes that it is crucial for her students to have a positive mindset, so she initiated the Mindfulness Room. Now this is a dedicated space to support students' mental health and social well-being through the day at school. Now for physical health, Lisa has partnered with Activate Aurora as they co-organize community events such as Pause to Play. And Lisa supports their school's initiative for the snack cart, where students can access healthy snack items throughout the day, as many of them might not even have access to breakfast in the morning. And the program has no stigma around it, so students feel comfortable getting food when they need it. And when the school has new families, she shares community supports and services that will visit them in their homes, help them with language barriers, and assist with navigating community services. Lisa wants to make her students well-versed and familiar with social justice topics. Indigenous education has been expanded upon by incorporating the Truth and Reconciliation Act, and the LGBTQ2S+ community is recognized and discussed openly at the school. Now, Regency Acres has the first ever elementary gender sexuality alliance, which was initiated to support this marginalized group. So let's hear from Lisa about what drives her to make Regency Acres an inclusive space to learn.
I'd like to thank the town of Aurora and Gwen Alcast for leading this nomination. It has been an honor to serve the Aurora community for over 5 years as the principal of Regency Acres Public School. This award represents a collective effort, so I want to extend a deep appreciation to the staff at Regency, who model a sincere dedication to the families they serve, and for ensuring that student identities are placed at the center and in the heart of the work we do at school. Together we established our first GSA, a mindfulness room to ensure ongoing mental health supports, a space for newcomer families, wholesome food programs, a huge maker space, and as a named legacy school, we make deliberate efforts to focus on Indigenous education and teach the truth. As a school leader, I believe in the importance of facilitating community partnerships that brings everyone to the table. As someone who benefits from white privilege, it was important for me to partner with the Indigenous, Black, Muslim, Jewish, and 2S LGBTQ communities to establish a process where community voice is heard and for the school to serve as a strong hub for community action planning. It is our mandate and professional responsibility to challenge barriers and transform our practices. For those of us who may sometimes wrestle in that middle space between theory and practice, my hope is that we push ourselves and demonstrate leadership by doing, and continue to evaluate our impacts and question our intentions. Each of us, in whatever role we serve, can work within our sphere of influence and responsibility to make a difference in this world.
The students, parents, and staff of Regency Acres Public School all feel a sense of belonging and togetherness because of the progressive initiatives the school has partaken in. Congratulations, Lisa, for receiving the Inclusivity Award. Every year, the town of Aurora gives special recognition to a local citizen who has made exceptional contributions to the community. And this recognition has been awarded by the town since 1970. Now, the individual who receives this award has shown their constant dedication, passion, and enthusiasm for volunteering and making a difference in Aurora. We all know volunteers are the heart of our community, and volunteers contribute to helping our community run efficiently. They support programs, services, events, and help the less fortunate. And overall, they motivate our society to act and think more positively. Now, the volunteer we are recognizing tonight has been a resident of Aurora since 1973. He has proudly raised his family in our community, and he is a devoted volunteer, giving his time over the past 4 decades to various organizations in Aurora, such as the Aurora Minor Hockey Association, the Aurora Youth Soccer, the Optimist Club of Aurora, the town's Committee of Adjustment, and the Aurora Public Library Board and Martha's Table, and those are just to name a few. And through his extensive volunteering with the Hockey Association, he recognized the need for a youth hockey program. And in the early 1980s, he presented a proposal to the former mayor, Dick Illingworth, about creating a rec hockey program. Now, Mayor Illingworth agreed that the program could work, only if this volunteer would run it. Now, he was ready and willing to put in the time to make this program a success, and he got it done. He founded and grew this hockey program with the help of many volunteers and was able to give countless youth across Aurora access to recreational hockey programs. Now, he is an avid supporter of the Optimist Club, and he has served as a member for 25 years and was on the executive team as president and treasurer for several years, and he coordinated bingo, also one of the largest fundraisers for the club, for several years. Now, he is a member of the library board and has served for more than 20 years, and he is currently the chair. Now, he is a team lead for Martha's Table and has diligently served community lunches out of St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church every Thursday. This year, I am pleased to announce that the 2020 Citizen of the Year Award goes to Tom Connor. Tom's compassion, dedication, and commitment to our town is inspiring. His lifelong goal of giving back to others shows us the importance of volunteering and the positive impact on our community. Over the years, Tom has built a network of volunteers, community connections, neighborhood resources, and most of all, lifelong friends. Thank you, Tom, for serving our community for more than 40 years. Your drive to serve and better the lives of others gives us hope, especially in times like this, where hope and positive contributions to our fellow neighbors and friends will help move us forward through adversity and instill much needed change. Tom, congratulations on being Aurora's 2020 Citizen of the Year.